back with more of The Walking Dead. This is episode 2 of season 9. Already it's been a week since the premiere. It's gone quite quick for me actually, waiting for Walking Dead to come back. I mean, they do say time flies when you're having fun, and I've had a lot of fun just lying in bed and remembering Gregory's dead. I've had a lot of fun basking in that knowledge, so that's probably why the time's gone so quickly. Yeah, really solid premiere episode last week, and I'm really excited to see where they're going to take this direction for the season, because it does feel quite new and fresh, and a lot's gone down. I hope we find out a lot more about what's kind of happened in the time jump. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Negan in this episode, which I'm very, very excited for. And yeah, I kind of want as much Rick and Maggie as possible, for obvious reasons. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where they're going to take things now. And, are we going to meet any potential villains soon? Are we just going to have kind of this conflict between all the different, you know, places, like Alexandria or Oceanside or the Hilltop, whatever. So that'd be really interesting to see where they're going to go with it. And I'm excited to, you know, check this episode out. So let's get into it.
It's been a while since we had one of these talks.
So you're talking to Negan. How far they've come building this all up.
We're growing. We're still ready to deal with this world on its own terms.
Oh!
But we're not letting it define us
I love them.
anymore.
No one die.
Thanks.
Oh, they're like raising him. They have a son.
No, I'm not giving up on the fairy tale. Hell no.
Still so hopeful. I love that. Oh, one of them's gonna die, aren't they? They're really building them up. Enid's training to be a doctor.
Sorry. It's fine. I've got this.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so proud of her.
My final line.
Carl will be proud of her too.
I hate what he did to you.
So do I. So do I.
But if keeping him locked up means that the crops don't get planted, then it's not just him that gets... the Hilltop will be fine.
That's also true.
Until that ethanol shows up, we're holding on to our surpluses, because we're gonna need him.
Oh, I don't like it when they all fight.
It's a long ride back down the
I'm on everyone's side. But I do love
Stay the night here if you like.
the theme of negotiation this season so far.
And the diaper just explodes all over me.
Sounds like good times.
Oh, the best. You'll see.
What? You'd be a great dad.
Yeah.
He would.
You're a rascal.
Oh, he's such an asshole. Oh, come on. Dick move.
You walk off already.
It's like the original 3, the only 3 that are
So we're never
left.
gonna fall in line just because you say so. We on the same side, Rick.
Oh boy.
Oh, you tell me. He tried to kill her, Tammy. Just give her a little bit to figure it out.
I got no one else. I got no place else to be.
Damn, she's had a rough 2 episodes. Poor woman.
You're the ones that reached out to me. The others.
This will come around. Nobody trusted me at first either.
That's true. I hated Gabriel.
Reason not to.
He was first
Same
in it
here.
for a while.
Believe me.
Hated her.
But then Rick reached
I really
out
like
to
her
me
now.
too. Well,
Anne. More like Dan.
that's my job.
Well, I'm glad Anne is making paintings, not sculptures anymore, that's for sure. Oh, so cute.
Drop off another letter from Georgie? I think you're a good person. And good people can disagree.
It's a very good way of saying, I don't agree with you.
I miss him so much.
Me too. Me too.
Aww.
Oh, baby. I miss him.
It's really sad. Oh, you are one ugly fucker. These two are getting a lot of focus, these two parents.
Thank you.
Does that mean they're gonna die? Just like their son. I didn't even need the close-up to know that was gonna be Tara.
Rick.
That's me when I have to wake up in the
Everyone
morning.
asked me to check up on this. The sanctuary group's getting worried, and they're the only ones here without guns. So.
Well, we disarmed Sanctuary for a reason.
Piper 2, this is Iron Sky. Come in, please.
There are
Is
more
this
of them
the,
here from anywhere else, and they're scared. If
Whisperers?
they wind up deciding they're
Taking
safer back
people?
home, this whole thing's a...
Oh, Jesus. We gotta get the hell out of here.
Oh no! Oh shit!
The mules out here. Get... Oh, shit.
Oh my god!
Get up. Get up.
Brings a whole new meaning to his bark was worse than his bite. Fucking hell, good shot. 50 points. Oh, bye. I love that they keep thinking up these really, like, inventive ways of killing walkers.
I have to amputate.
What? There ain't no other way?
The only way to stop the bleeding is to amputate and cauterize the wound.
What?
Aaron.
Damn! Bad day for Aaron. Oh my god. I would be throwing the fuck up.
Who was supposed to turn that herd?
Hey, the walkie wasn't charged.
Bullshit. It's a solar walkie. You didn't think to check it?
Not my fault the radio's a piece of shit.
Stop.
No, carry on. Beat him up.
We'll deal with him. Not like this.
Quite literally cost Aaron an arm.
His ass off.
Not and a leg, but you know. An arm's a big deal.
What changed? You know my daddy drank? He was a good man. And if he hadn't have been given a second chance, a lot of people would have been worse off for it. I count myself as one of them. But Gregory, he had chance after chance and he wasted them all.
Oh, fuck.
I don't regret what I did.
Oh, that's
though.
so fucking sad.
Hey, you need to keep your dog on this leash. Excuse me.
Oh, fuck you.
You heard me. That bitch of yours damn near killed me over nothing.
Good. Nothing. Oh, throw him off the bridge.
I know you.
Finish the bridge and throw him off it.
And if I see your face again, stitches won't fix what I do to you.
Yes.
Wouldn't stay if you begged me. I'm not waiting till morning either.
Good. Bye. Hope you get eaten.
I thought I was seeing the end of everything. But you changed all that, Rick. It's not the end of the world anymore.
Yeah. I love the building of Rick to be like this legend. He deserves it.
I'll always be glad I was here to be a part of that.
Now he's like 95% here. Because
You hear that? Must be one wild frog party going on out there.
it's how it works with all the girls.
But I was afraid.
I was petrified.
Lost her. Prohibit me from... Well,
Is Gabriel gonna get some? Damn. This I did not expect. Aw. Look at everyone.
Thought I'd try it on for a while. You know how it's going.
Whatever you say.
No, don't.
Oh, come on.
Don't.
But I wrote a speech.
I'm sure you did.
Of course he did, yeah.
And you can read it to me later.
Aww, is there gonna be a wedding? I demand to be a groomsman.
That's a real pretty picture you paint there, Rick.
There he is.
When do I get to see it? When it finally goes to shit. And it will. You make sure you come back and you tell me all about that day, too.
We're thriving
Damn.
without you.
For Carl,
Oh, well, that's a dick move.
you're not saving the world, Ray. You're just getting it ready for me.
Fuck. He was so well shot in that scene. Damn. Oh. Negan's the best and the worst. Helicopter? Or did she just think she heard one? They've got to come back to that eventually.
Christ, you damn near got yourself killed. What the hell are you...
Oh. Uh-oh. Another side episode, I thought. I enjoyed that. I feel like they are setting up the Whisperers. I believe they are. I don't know anything about them really. I haven't read the comics, but I know they're coming this season. I feel like maybe that's what that ending was about. Setting them up. And all these people disappearing. I imagine it has something to do with all that. So I'm excited to see those come into like the forefront, I suppose. What do I start with? I do like the continuing theme of like negotiation and rebuilding with everyone. That was great. Just see them try and work out some sort of peace. Really interesting, and you like to think they'll do it, but then we come back to Negan's speech to Rick at the end of that episode. And he was like, it will go wrong, and you're just, you know, getting the world ready for me, which is a great line. That was one of the best scenes of the episode for me, I think. That was really well done. But yeah, I loved all that stuff that was going on with that, and the tension. We had Daryl fighting that absolute prick, who hopefully died at the end there. So obviously, it's good that they're still showing, it's not, you know, perfect yet, and there's still a lot of work that needs to be done for this to be like a paradise and a harmonious kind of world to live in. So I liked all of that. It's kind of more character moments I pointed out, more than anything. So I feel like it was a very character driven, this one, as opposed to, you know, an overarching plot. Where to begin? I really liked seeing Michonne and Maggie interact. I love those two. So I liked their scenes together, and seeing Maggie's kind of journey to changing her mind about how to treat that guy who tried to kill her. Interesting that it's been like over a month since episode 1 as well. That was cool. So yeah, I really enjoyed that, and how she like brought up Herschel was the reason why she changed her mind about that guy, because he told her about his drinking. I thought that was beautifully done, and so sad, all these Hirsch references given what's happened. But yeah, I loved all of that. I love seeing those two interact with each other. I hope we get more of those two. All like the big characters we've grown to know and love. I'd like to see them all kind of come together a lot more. You know, we've got a Rick, Carol and Daryl scene in this episode, which was great. So I'm glad we're getting stuff like that still. Aaron lost his arm. That's a big deal. That was crazy. Interested in seeing what's going to happen with that. Is that going to be a big thing for him? I mean, that's a lot to deal with. So I'm looking forward to seeing, hopefully that could be like a big storyline for him, because I feel like ever since he was introduced he's kind of just been in the background. He hasn't really had a big load to do. You know, he's had the odd kind of storyline like Oceanside last season when he went there. This could be a really cool story for him, so I'm hopeful about that. And I did notice Jesus is getting a bit of screen time this season, especially in this episode, like the first half of this episode. He was in it quite a bit. And I really like Jesus. I've always wanted to, learn a lot more about him. So I'm hoping we'll get a lot more of that. And maybe with Maggie leaving, maybe Jesus could step up. I don't know. But I hope to see more of him, because I really like the way he chooses to phrase things. Like the way he chose to talk to Maggie about that guy. Very delicately done. He seems like a really intelligent guy, so I hope we kind of see a lot more of that. And yeah, I love seeing like all the little couples, Jerry and that adorable woman. Oh, I love them. And of course, Carol and Ezekiel. Love those two. Lovely little scene with those two at the end. If there's like a Carol and Ezekiel wedding, I'm here for it. Though I feel like they're bigging up their romance to kill one of them off. And honestly, I couldn't tell you which one I'd rather they killed off. Because I feel like one of them's going to die. And I hate that with my very core. So yeah, there's that. Then we had Father Gabriel and Anne. Whoa. That was not something I was expecting to see when I started this episode, those two. Damn. I kind of like it though. They seem like a decent match. I feel like they had really good chemistry, so I wonder if they're going to explore that more, those two being together. But I'm okay with it. I thought they were actually quite a nice pairing, and I love learning more about Anne. I actually really like Anne. When she was Jadis, I hated her. But now she actually speaks like a human being. It's great. So yeah, I'm happy to see more of those two. And we had that little scene where Anne seemed to kind of hear a helicopter. So I'm hoping we eventually do get around to that kind of whole mystery, what her deal is. She even said to Gabriel, you can ask me about my past, but don't make me tell my secrets. But I'm hoping we find out those secrets eventually. Because I feel like there's a lot to unpack with her. I feel like we're only scratching the surface of really what she's about. So I hope we get more of that. Enid, training to be a doctor, having to cut Aaron's arm off. I really love that idea, that she's, there's only one doctor around Sadiq. You kind of need to train people up, so it's a smart, sensible idea. And I love that Enid's finding her kind of place in the camp, as she's getting older. So I love that. And, given like the interactions between Aaron and Enid last season, it's kind of nice that, in a very morbid way, it's kind of nice that she was the one who had to cut his arm off. That sounds really weird. But it's nice that she was there for him, and Aaron was there like, I know my arm's about to be cut off, and he was there saying, you can do this, Enid. He took that like an absolute champion. Like, Aaron's kind of the MVP of this episode. And I also want to know, I found this episode was quite funny in places, which I really, really liked. Those injections of humour, I think very well needed. Mainly coming from like the whole Tara nickname conversation over the radio. I found that really funny. So it's nice when The Walking Dead can have a bit of humour in there. And then probably my favourite scene of the episode was that final scene with Negan and Rick. We got the tease at the very start of the episode. We all knew he was talking to Negan at the start when he sat down. And then seeing that, come about at the end, to actually see Negan, I'll see Negan's eyes and his silhouette. I loved how that scene was shot. It looked really, really cool. And I love that whole exchange. Negan is such a well-written character, and I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan's performance. So I hope we see a lot more of Negan. And will he get out? I don't know. Maybe. Should be interesting. I feel like the biggest barrier to him getting out could be Maggie. So if Maggie isn't going to be around for much longer, sad face, that's going to, I hate that she's leaving. If she's not going to be around anymore, be it temporary or not, maybe he'd be allowed out and about, I don't know. I would pay a lot of money to see an episode where Rick just like takes Negan on like a dog walk. He just has him on a leash. He's just walking around. Not in like that kind of fetish way. Just like a dog. He's on all fours, just crawling around. Come on, Negan! Come on, Negan! I would pay good money for that episode. Maybe episode 3, episode 4. But yeah, I loved that final scene in Rick and Negan at the end. Yeah, I just love the whole feel of this season, how it's feeling like a community with issues, but progress, and it does feel new, and I'm really excited to see where they're going to go with it, and what challenges they're going to face along the way, because we know the Whisperers are coming, so it should be interesting. But yeah, overall, this was a really solid episode. You know, not a favourite by any means. Some parts of it I do think were a bit slow. But I don't really know if I preferred this or the premiere or not, really. I think they're both kind of on equal footing. They're both pretty solid episodes. But I'm still yet to have an episode this season that like blows my mind. So yeah, I'm excited to see where they're going to go with this now. You know, we're getting closer and closer to losing some characters we really, really love, and that's sad. I feel like another theme of this episode, or this season, is legacy, as opposed to like negotiation and the rebuilding. Also legacy, because Rick's being out to be made this legendary figure. He's going to leave behind a huge legacy, because he is the Walking Dead, and Maggie will too. And, you know, we had Herschel get mentioned in this episode. Carl got a mention in this episode. Fuck Negan for mentioning Carl. Last episode, Merle got a mention. You know, we're going back to these characters, and I'm hoping this season is going to be about all these people that we know and love building a legacy for themselves for future generations. You know, echoed again in the conversation with Ezekiel and what's the little kid's name? I can't remember, but the little kid, when he was talking about, you know, something to tell grandchildren about, stuff like that. So I thought that's definitely a theme that season 9's going to be having running through it. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. It was really solid, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they're going to go with the rest of the season. I feel like we're getting, you know, a couple of build-up episodes, and then shit's going to hit the fan. There's still this sense of dread that it's all going to go horribly, horribly wrong. But I kind of like that feeling. It gets you really invested. So yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen next with these characters. And we'll see how much time passes between episode 2 and 3. Maybe it'll be another month. Maybe it'll just be a couple of hours or a day. Who knows? But I kind of like that unpredictability with this season. So that's really cool. As well as like the first like 3 episodes of season 8 kind of took place in like a day or a couple of hours. Then we have these 2 episodes, and it's been a whole month between them, so that's kind of exciting. So yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. Looking forward to the rest of season 9. Thanks for watching.